Transformers reviews, tech and the news, whatever else I use as a muse. Hit subscribe, I appreciate the views. Influences interest on YouTube.
What's going on, people? This is Influence, and today I have the Hot Toys Moon Knight 1/6 scale figure. Now, this is the Moon Knight from the Marvel television show, which is the only Moon Knight we got besides in the comics. He's very nice. Got a very nice suit. I really like everything. We'll get into it in detail in a minute. But first, we're going to go through some accessories. You get the inside box, which has all of his stuff in the front part, and then the base in the back part. You see, it's a nice art box. Has some nice artwork on the back. Some him in like hieroglyphics, kind of like a mummy, or on in the pyramids or wherever, you know. And it's cool. And the outside slip cover is also great. Like, it's a great art box. For one, it has this moving ring. You have the moon in here, and this is kind of like his chest piece. And then you have this part that moves. And also, it's a lot of texture on here. Very nice. Got the texture where the wraps look. It's texture where it looks marble. It's smooth, and there's texture to the hieroglyphics. I can't say that word, so I'm not gonna be saying it often. I don't know. You get an instruction manual, of course, because he does have some things you need to understand. You get this base right here, which I've seen some people say is too big. I like it. Like, it's a big base. It's way bigger than Sam's. I guess if you have a lot, you're struggling for real estate. So I can see where this could be a problem. This is a big base. It's pretty big. You have this right here that just goes into the back here, and it actually screws in. I don't think Sam screwed in. I don't know, it might have. I think it just went in, but this screws in. You get this part right here, which is, of course, the clip to hold him, and you can put that on the back here. He has this piece too, which this is to hold the crescent moon, and I will do that in a second because I got to figure out which way it goes. You have the giant backdrop moon crescent thing that is pretty cheap. I mean, it's plastic out here, I believe. I don't think it's just painted over foam, but then it's foam in here. I assume they did that. It's like probably a plastic case, and then they just inserted foam, so it's not just hollow, completely hollow. And I assume they did that because they didn't want to make it too heavy, but their base is giant, so it probably would have been okay. And it kind of, you can act as a life-size throwing crescent, which if you see, it's basically, that's what it is. So I think that's cool. That's cool. Again, it's rubbing people the wrong way, which I can understand because it is super light, super cheap. I guess if they want you to throw it, you can throw it. I wonder if it'll come back. I mean, I don't think you want them things to come back, because that'll be a problem. You get 3 batteries that come with it because his head does have batteries in it. You get 2 extra ball joints for the hands, and you get a lot of hands. So you get this kind of open hands, and I believe these are so you can hold the crescent darts. I'm not sure. Maybe this one. This one is more, you can shove them in there and he holds them pretty well. So if you want to make it look like he's holding the darts. So you get this hand, this type of hand. You get this type of hand, open hand. You get this hand. And trying to see, and you get this type of hand. So there's 4 separate hands besides the one that's on him, and the hands that are on him is the fist hands, if you saw in the beginning. So if he's fighting someone, Fun fact in the comics, Moon Knight's pain tolerance was insane. He wouldn't try not to get hit. He would just say F it and get hit. As long as he could inflict damage on the person while they're inflicting damage on him, he knew he was stronger. So yeah, he was, you know, if you've seen the show, you know that he has some issues. You get 2 of the big ones, 3 of the medium, and 3 of the smaller ones. Oh, cool. You can have him hold some and use some. So let's put together the rest of the stand. Basically, you can see it's a hole, and you just put this through here like this after you take that off, of course. Any way you want. You can either, and you can see it does tear up the stand a little bit, man. But you can put the figure on first, the figure part, or you can put this on first. It's up to you. Just depends on where you want the thing to go. So I'm gonna put this on first because I don't want to mess up this stand too much. So I'll put that on, and then you can put this on top. Put that there like that. Now it should be good. And there we go. And there's the full stand. Can't really get it into the picture. Put it like this, and you can always turn this thing and turn this. Like that. And let's bring in the figure, the main attraction. We can look at his portrait, his head sculpt. Very nice. Very nice head sculpt. This is sculpted plastic, so you don't have to worry about it. Like, I like that. I was hoping it wasn't cloth. I wasn't sure. You know, I don't know much about hot toys like that. Just take it off. Here's where the batteries go. So you just unscrew that and put the 3 batteries in. It wasn't hard. And then there's a switch that turns it on. Just like that. And then you can put the head back on. And there you go with the eyes. And I love how they did the paint on the eyes, because if you noticed earlier, when it was off, the eyes are still nice. Like, the eyes are still look kind of glowy. And you know, you're not going to have that on all the time. That's more of a show off feature, like turn it on when I'm about to have company or something. So then we look through to the chest, which the moon here, that's so nice, the moon. And then you got the glyphs on the side, and you got where the cloth meets the crescent. It's just super cool. And the chest plate, it's like material. It feels like material, but I think it's plastic. It's plastic. This is plastic. No, this is material. This is the same material as the cape, and it comes down to here. This is plastic. It don't look bad though. It's a little two-tone, but it doesn't look bad. It looks like it's purposeful. Most of the suit is plastic. The stuff here, that's fabric. And nice details right there. You got this nice details. All this is fabric. Then you get here, this is more plastic type, but it feels stretchable. And it has the glyphs on his legs, and they're different, both sides. And you got the crescent moons on his kneecap, which this is this, it looks the same though, but this is plastic, and this right here is cloth coming around. But it looks seamless. I mean, it's not seamless. You can see it's like a knee pad, but it looks seamless material wise. Then the boots are so nice. It looks like it's all one piece, but it's not. If you can see that, it's cut right there. Now I'm gonna do articulation. He doesn't have ankle pivot as much. You need to turn it. because that peg is like in the leg, so it only pivots back and forth. It doesn't go side to side. So you can kind of fake it. You know, people that pose know. I'm not the greatest poser. I'm gonna try, but you know, you can like push it down and turn it, kind of fake it. The foot does seem to come off a lot when you're doing that. When it's just regular, you're good, but when you're trying to pose it, it does seem to come off. And the cape. The cape is one of the great features. Has a wire right here. Has a wire right here. Wire right here. There's 4 wires, and then the wire on the other side. It's two-tone, or 2 pieces of material. I mean two-tone as well, because then you got underneath, you got this that's a different type of color than this. But inside you got these glyphs on his cape that are crazy. He can stand up by itself. There you go. If you want him to stand up, you don't have to use the stand or the stand clip. But I think I want him jumping down or something, so that's how I'm going to do it. Here's his fist, just like normal. You can take them off. Let's go through articulation first. So his head, of course, you can move like that, and it does. It goes up, it goes down about that much, so he can look down a lot. I like that. That'll be more like standing. And you also can get it up a little bit, so you can like kind of look up even more, where you can get it just enough. There you go, where you cover that gap, and he looks up. When he looks down, there is a gap here, but with this wire, you can like bend the wire up to kind of give him a more seamless look. And I like that. I like that with that wire. And of course, you got some side to side movement. It's cool. His arm goes up about this much. Of course, because of the suit, I don't want to force it anymore, but it is more articulated than it looks. Down to there, up there. You got elbow all the way up, even with the suit. I like how they made it kind of so it's not bunching. It does bunch, but I mean, it doesn't look like it when it's down. He has the bicep swivel, and his hands can move around, and of course you can move the hands in and out, and you can take them off, which I'm doing now because I'm going to add other hands on. I want him to be throwing something, so I'm gonna put these on. And you can take his arm guards off if you want, but they're on pretty good. But I'm gonna take it off just to try to get this. I was gonna try to get this ball joint out because it's hard. I was gonna try to get it out and then put this in, but all right, let's just put this in regular. It may fall off. He has waist bend. I don't know if it's not double. It is double, but it's up here and right here, but you know, you see how much you can get because of the suit. Again, how much you can get because of the suit. Legs go out about that much. And of course, knee, you can get far with the knee. I do like that. He has a swivel up top. You know, normal stuff. Foot goes up and down. Like I said, there is no rocker per se. So it does make it very clear that if you try the rocker in the instructions, that you could break it. So, you know, that's functional at your own risk. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this figure. But let's end it with a pose. And here he is, kind of posed up. Like I said, I suck, but see him holding the darts, eyes lit up, holding the crescent. And this is the only thing with having the crescent on. It's hard to cape. So if you don't have that, you could probably get the cape in more of a dynamic pose. But I kind of like the cape how I have it, and like you can crimp these up to make it look, you know, almost like it's flowing. So yeah. So here we are. All right, so thanks for watching this video, and I will get over to you in another one.
You know, life ain't no, life ain't no, life ain't no. As long as you alive, you can give another try and take it real high if you want.